If you can think in English and stop translating, then you can answer questions more fluently about and participate in conversation more easily. Let's find out how to do it. Hi, this is Keith. I'm run the website in the Keith Speaking Academy and the YouTube channel here in English Speaking Success. By the way, if you want to build up your fluency, check out my fluency curl. It can help you naturally use your grammar, improve your pronunciation, and help you really build your fluency so you can move from being struggling English students to successful English speaker. Now then, talking about thinking in English. It's a challenge for some students, right? And I think this is because in many schools across the world, students are taught with what we call the grammar translation method, right? Which taught to translate. When I learned Chinese, right, the teacher would say, "Okay, Keith," to say hello in Chinese, you say 你好, right? To say how are you, you can say 你怎么样? Or to say and so on and so on. It seems natural, right? And logical. For the beginner level, you can do translation for learning language. However, the problem is this become a habit. This is very, very hard to break as you move up the levels. But it is essential. You have to break up this very hard to break as you move up the levels. But it is essential you break this habit because otherwise you lost the goal of your because otherwise you lost to grow up your fluency, right? You need. When you stop thinking in English, then you could really answer questions more easily. And in Irish speaking, that's really important, right? So in this video, I'm going to show you 7 smart ways that you can start thinking in English. Let's begin. So I will say the first step to thinking in English is to surround yourself with English. Now that does not mean you have to go and live in the visit in English being country if the grace is to. No, you could do this in your own home by giving yourself even just 10 minutes a day of English, and you can build up to 20 minutes, 30 minutes a day, build up slowly. And it is important to see the English time as fun and enjoyable, not study time. Right? So I'm talking about things like listening to podcasts, listening to internet video, listening to songs, reading some books, novels, magazines, below. Things that you like, maybe watching TV series or films in English, right? So having this moment you are surrounding in English. Enjoying this moment, the 3 things you can do. First of all, you can listen passively. That's fine. Secondly, you can repeat words that you hear or see. Third, you can repeat phrases that you hear or see. Right? Now, listening passively is great because when you listen passively, you're reducing the stress and the pressure, and we love the speakers to help them learn more deeply. Repeating words and phrases is also fantastic because then you're starting to activate the vocabulary, which means you can start to use it more fluently. So by I wouldn't say creating an English environment because that sounds very big and very difficult. It's very hard to have an English environment into your home. I prefer to call it English moments. By creating English moments, maybe 10 minutes or 20 minutes, then what you're doing is to stop thinking English because you're surrounding in English for that moment. Great. Let's move on to number 2. Okay, the next one is to only use words that you already know. So when speaking in English, sometimes students want to express an idea, but they lack of vocabulary. So they go to a dictionary and they look up the word, or they ask somebody to translation, right? Almost see the vocabulary in English. Ah, right? And so you get this to translation. And now that's great for building your vocabulary, yes, but it is not good for your fluency, right? A great way to improve your fluency is to stop thinking in English is to only use the words you already know when you're speaking. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, "Hi, no, Keith, come on, that's too simple. I'm just gonna to speaking simple English." Yes, and that is the beauty of it. It's simple, and you can focus 100% on fluency because you're not translating, and so you're starting to thinking in English. Now, if you come across an idea you want to express but you lack of vocabulary when speaking, for two things you can do. Not two things you can do. And number one, you can either try and find a way around it. Just say it in another way. Paraphrase this. Essential for Irish speaking, right? Or number two, thing is the you can let the idea go. Say something else. Stay with the word that you know. Trust me, I've done this in with Spanish and I even dreamt not only for in Chinese but I dreamt in Chinese. Ha ha. This is a game changer, right? Try this one. It seems strange, but try it. I think you like it. Let's move on. Right, the next one is to start small and build up. So it's probably hard to try and thinking in English in the whole day long, right? Not easy to talk. So don't think big. Start small. Just start even thinking a single word in English, right? And remember to always use words that you already know, right? The common technique is look at the picture and then look at the picture and you think and things that you can see. Try this. Try and think in English the whole day long, right? Not easy to talk. So don't think big. Start small. Just start even thinking the single words in English, right? And remember to always use words that you already know. Already know. So the common technique is to look at the picture and that you look at the picture, you think of the things that you see. Try this. Have a look at this picture and don't speak. Just think one word of the different things you can try this. Great, now you're popular all for different things. I think yoga, plants, t-shirts, lights, mats, right? These things are thought of. This is a great and simple activities, right? You can do this anywhere. You can just do it for 3 minutes and waiting in line for queuing in the bank or computer on the train. You can use a picture, but probably more lateral is just to look around you, and this is the correct thing in your head, right? So you know you can queue in the bank, you look around and you go bank, queue, security guard, gun, lights, camera, noisy, and so on, just going on in your head, right? Very, very simple, remember, with words that you already know. The secret is to do this as a daily habit, right? Even just for minutes, but to do it every day. And it's starting point. Atomic habits. Are you read that? James Clear? Come on. If you haven't read it, go to check it out, Atomic Habits. So you build up the small habits that every day, right? That's the first thing. And the second thing is to start small and build up. So in my previous example, we start with individual words, right? But then you can move up to collocations, right? Two words or three words, chunks or phrases. So when we look at the yoga situations, right? Watch your picture, your yoga class, you might say yoga mats, blue t-shirts, bright lights, indoor plants, right? Thinking, not saying, but you're thinking this. And then you can build up and you can start Tracy, who? There's a yoga mat. She's wearing a blue t-shirt. Those indoors plants are nice, right? Have a go. Here's the picture again. Either try a collocation or short phrases. Have a go. Blue t-shirt, yoga mat, green plants. Right, nice. So you can see your starting small are building up with these daily habits. Thinking in English. Lovely. Next. Right, next step is talk to yourself. So in the last activities, start small and build up. We will focus on just thinking, right? Those words and phrases in your head. Now we're gonna extend that to actually talking to yourself, saying the words aloud, and then go along to build your vocabulary. Right? The goal is for fluency, right? And he said, the inner voice you're thinking comes from the internalization of your outer voice, the speaking, right? If you think about it, right, that's in the voice in your head. It's the same voice when you speak. Very different. Your muscles, you will not use this muscle. So this cycle of thinking, speaking, through practice, we and have think more in English. Now we look here, engage with other people, right? It's just talking to yourself, right? So maybe you're walking down the street, you go, oh, silly hat. That's a silly hat. What a lovely day. I love the sun. Oh, I'm getting hungry, right? You say little phrases to yourself and reinforce that force in English. Okay, some simple letter you can do here are maybe, and you may want to lose this at your home. You are not comfortable speaking out aloud. To be honest, nowadays, lots of people talk to themselves in the street, right? Potatoes, carrots, peas. Yeah. I think I got everything to do. Yeah. I will back shortly. Alright, darling trees. Bye bye. Also, we think, sometimes they're speaking on the phone, but if you lost comfortable talking to yourself outdoor, just do it at your home. So, for example, in the morning, you could talk about your routine for the day or your plan for the day. Oh, today I'm going to shopping. I got to pick up some vegetables, right? You can do this activity for your dream. I'm cooking, for example, a little two eggs, a little bit more flowers, more salts. I think. Or you can just review what you have done today. So today is a good day. In the morning, I did these lessons, and oh, that was a good idea. And so you can do simple thing when you are actually to talking to yourself and reinforce this thing as well. Right, let's move on. Next is to write in English. Hmm? So thinking in English, I think the active is writing complements to active skill of speaking in helping you to create this English environment or what I call an English moment that will help you think in English. Now, of course, the rights we speak and write are very different, right? And I do not encourage you to speak the way you write. There are two separate forms with communication. However, we suggest some reasons and writing and speaking are connected and which influence each other. So I think by writing things in English, we can also help start thinking in English. Remember, only use the words you know and start small and build up. As before, some simple activities could be writing your shopping list in English. Leave a message to the family. Pick up John at 6 o'clock, right? Or open a post-it on your computer. Boom, remember to email your Jimmy. And you can build up, right? Maybe then you write a diary in English or broad or complete broad in English, right? But all of the creating moments of English for the girl help you start thinking in English. Let's move on. Now, listen, we have a next expression. The proof is in the pudding. Which means you can say the everything of the dessert to delicious, but only when you taste it. Do you know if it's delicious? The proof is in the pudding, right? So only when you do something can you know it's work. So far, we'll be looking at thinking in English to yourself, talking to yourself, writing to yourself. It's all about you, right? Next is to practice with others. Because you're able to think in English when you're communicating with other people as well. So I think it's really important to practice speaking with others as you're doing that, to practice this breaking in English as you're doing it, right? In fact, in more engaging conversation in English with your teacher, friends, students, colleagues, the more you can have a chance to practice thinking in English as well. And when you practice in have some conversation where you just focus on thinking in English, right? Keep it simple, use the words that you know, simple conversation you may want to tell the other person. You're actually practicing in thinking in English so they got patient with you and have the specific conversation. Just focus on that. Try that and see. Let's move on. My next and final tip is to be monolingual. Monolingual, let me explain. So, one of the biggest game changes for me when I was learning French, particular with the move using a bilingual French in English, to use a monolingual dictionary, French to French. So I went to look up the word in French. It didn't translate to English. It gave me a definition in French. My broken game changer, absolutely brilliant. This is a critical step because you force me to start thinking in French. Yes, it's more difficult. Yes, it's more time. It's more effort, but really the change over several months with huge. Now, another expression with English is no such things as a free lunch, right? Meaning this really you have to pay to get some benefits, right? So not using a monolingual dictionary it's hard, it takes effort, but by paying using that time and effort you get the benefits and you get big reward. So you won't make the change or transformation from thinking in your latest thought to thinking in English overnight. But it just will happen overnight. It takes time, it takes effort, and but the rewards are huge. And I think the monolingual dictionary is great fun to do. All of the steps above that were really useful. Try them out and let me know in the comment down below which one works for you or maybe any tips you have. Fluency course if you want to improve your fluency and have you thinking more and more English. In the meantime, turn on the subscribe button. Don't turn it on. Press the subscribe button, turn on the notification button, and I look forward to see you very soon. Next time, take care, my friend. Bye bye.